There are huge geopolitical repercussions of a reunited China? And this Korean War to get out of hand with those sneaky American capitalists?
Wow, how did we get here? Let's take it back a bit from the very beginning.
By the end of World War II, Korea had been split into halves. There was a Soviet and US-dominated half. The agreement was to reunite them after some years, but this never happens. Instead, North Korea, led by Kim Il-sung, invaded South Korea, led by Syngman Rhee. This started what we now know as the 3-year Korean War.
But Stalin, why are you on board with this?
Well, in September of 1949, Kim Il-sung told me he thought that the South Koreans are going to attack North Korea. Kim proposed he would attack first and catch the South Koreans off guard before the bombing, seize territory, and shorten their line of defense. But I told him it was a bad idea. Firstly, the North Korean People's Army was not ready to defeat the South Koreans. The South Koreans are going to fight back. Secondly, I did not want to get dragged into another war with those American capitalists. You know they have nuclear weapons, right?
But Stalin, don't you change your mind?
Why, yes, I do. In January 1950, Kim Il-sung rings me up again with the same concern. So I tell him, in the light of the altered international situation, we agree with the proposal of the Koreans to move toward reunification.
This marks a huge change in history. Stalin changes his mind completely. To understand this, we must identify what Stalin wants.
My fellow comrades, Red Army, men and women workers, men and women collective farmers and intellectuals. We have emerged from a mighty war against Hitler. After seeing millions of our comrades fall, our supreme concern is national security.
For Stalin, this meant ensuring bordering countries were under communist control. The key to discerning Stalin's intentions is in what he told Kim Il-sung.
If you should get kicked in the teeth, I shall not lift a finger. You have to ask Mao for all the help.
However, when Kim Il-sung went to China, Mao said they were occupied and that the revolution was not complete. China had done a huge buildup to invade Taiwan and reunify the country.
This reunification and military buildups troubled Stalin, who feared the potential for geopolitical repercussions. Stalin was fearful that he would not be able to control the Chinese Communist Party, especially with the upcoming split of the Sino-Soviet agreement.
Stalin saw the Korean War as a win-win for the Soviets. If the invasion succeeded and North Korea unified the peninsula, then the Soviets would gain control over the South Korean ports. If the invasion failed, then China is forced to abandon their desire to capture Taiwan and instead divert military efforts toward the Korean peninsula.
Let the victorious banner of our great land fly over your heads. Long live our glorious motherland, her freedom and her independence.